Now you can say you've seen it in person.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I likes to do that where it's like, oh, this legendary item.
Oh,
Here it is.
It's just, you know.
What's up, everybody? Who's ready for some game hunting? So, as the title says, are there game stores out west? Basically, the last 2 weeks I've been traveling for work out in West Texas, and let me tell you, it was a drive. But I did find some epic game stores in Amarillo, Lubbock, and Midland. So those are the three places I went to, and let me tell you guys, I found some cool stores out there. I also went out to Goodwill's as well and see whatever I can find out there along the way. The first week we had a little bit of ice here in Texas. Well, not a little, but a lot of ice and whatnot. And I had to travel all the way to Amarillo first for work, and it was a struggle. It was a mess and so much more. But you guys, I toughed it out and so much more. I went to Amarillo. I didn't find anything that first week because I was too tired. I didn't get home until I didn't get to the hotel actually till like 10. So I was like, I'm out. But right after that, I went to Lubbock, and at the hotel I was at, I found out something pretty interesting. Hope y'all can hear me, but I am out of town and everything, right? I'm at this hotel, but here's the crazy part. Right next door, there's a Goodwill. So, of course, we're going to go in there. We're going to see what we can grab. If we can find anything, that'd be awesome. If not, it's all good, you guys. But still, this is the first for have a hotel right next to a Goodwill. So, I'm just in love with it. Yeah, that was truly just, I want to say, a rarity to find a Goodwill right next to the hotel that I was staying at. Now, when I went in there, I think I got like probably just like one game or so. No, not one game, one shirt or two, and that was it. But after that, I went to another Goodwill down the road from the hotel I was at, and I managed to find some games, and I was just surprised that they were even there. Guys, I'm here at a different Goodwill in Lubbock, and I found video games. So let's see, we got, oh, that's kind of cool. $2.99. Games in there. You got Doom. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, sweet. You got the Doom. Plants vs. Zombies. This is just cool. But they got a lot of Assassin's Creed though, guys. So yeah. Now I was debating on some of the games, but the games that I picked out, they were all complete, and I was so glad to have to grab those, like Siphon Filter Dark Mirror for the PSP. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, Doom, and last but not least, Dishonored Game of the Year Edition. So I think out of all of them, I think the one thing I was just truly surprised to see was the Dark Mirror game. So I'll try to play a little bit of gameplay footage from there.
Leon, take this guy out.
Roger that. Opening now. Okay, they're open. Good luck.
And then right after leaving from that Goodwill, I headed straight to two game stores that I found out in Lubbock. One of them was called Found Gaming. I believe that's the correct name of it. And walking in there, it was really cool. I tried not to get people in the videos, so, you know, that kind of thing. But they had some cool stuff in there that you guys should definitely check out. All right, y'all, so I'm out and about. I'm trying out the mic outside and everything. But at the same time, I'm out here at this place called Found Gaming. And so I'm going there, check out some games, and if they have something that I want to add to my collection, that's an A+. So let's go in there, guys. Well, this is cool. And right next door, they have like a comic book store, so that's really cool. I like it. Let's see this. I think it was really cool the fact that they had a testing area where you can actually test the games that you're about to purchase to make sure that it's working and so much more. I think more game stores should do that in there, along with like you can actually physically play the game and so much more, not just see it from behind the counter and whatnot. But seeing the price of that that Hellboy and that Futurama, I was like, whew, good Lord Almighty. But it was a cool store to go check out. And then further down from there, I went to another store. It was called 806 Gaming. I don't know why I thought it was called 606 Gaming, but it was called 806 Gaming. And the dude, Brandon, who was working there, he was really chill and really cool to talk to and everything's on the way. So Brandon, if you're watching this, thank you so much, my man. I had a lot of fun talking to you so much more. But you guys, once you go in that store, you find true, like, a lot of great games, titles in there and so much more. Now this next stuff, it was kind of difficult to find, but I did manage to find it, you guys, and that is 606 Games. We're gonna go in here and also, of course, check out what kind of games they got and hopefully something for the collection. If not, it's all good. That's kind of cool. Oh, sorry, it's called 806, not 606, 806 Games, but that's still kind of cool what they got out here. Now, I kept looking in the store, like I'm going back and forth, trying to find a game to add to my collection. And let me tell you, it was definitely hard to even find something there. Meanwhile, Brandon and I were talking about like our favorite game systems. We were talking about like what is like the next, like what's our next collection to build and everything's on wait. And then I found one game I wanted to add to my collection and I didn't even know. I passed by it, didn't realize. But that game is Shaolin Showdown. I watched this on Kids WB back then, and let me tell you, I didn't even realize they made a game. So the fact that they made this game was truly epic. And, it is actually complete. So that's actually a plus. I think the last time I saw this game was going for like maybe $30 something, but getting it for, I don't know if you guys see it, $14.99. That's actually a good deal, and that was a steal. Plus, Brandon gave me a little bit of like a discount for, you know, just because, you know, he knows I'm a gamer. I'm deep into talking to so much more when it comes to video games and everything else on the way. So Brandon, if you're watching this, thank you so much for this, man. Guys, go check out 806 Gaming and go check out Found Gaming as well too out there in Lubbock. Y'all, I was so happy to come back home from that trip because my body at first, it was just like the moment it saw my bed, it was like, you're done. You're done. Okay. But at the same time, it was also recharging for the trip for this week as well too. So, or last week when you see the video, anyways. But before going back out to Amarillo, I got the chance to hang out with Rach, as you guys have seen in my videos. We haven't seen each other for like a month, and so we've been too busy with her in school and me in work and so much more. We finally got the chance. We got to go get breakfast, and then we went into Goodwill, and let me tell you, we got some great things from there. Folks, I'm out here at Goodwill, but I'm not alone. Not this time. I'm not alone this time. Who am I with? It's Rachel. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna have some. We're gonna find whatever we can. So let's go in there. What you gonna find?
Some pants, some business casual for my career.
Some pants. You excited for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right, bet. Let's do this, y'all. Yeah, we got some great stuff from there. And I'm gonna show you a picture of what I got. I don't know where it's gonna be, but I got bam right there. So as you can see, I actually got one of the shirts that I'm wearing from that Goodwill. And then once I left from that Goodwill in Denton, I headed straight to Amarillo. And you guys, I managed to find a freaking just super awesome game store. It's called Game Quest. And you guys, I was just truly amazed the moment I walked in there. Like, seriously. All right, you guys. So, minus all the cars and everything along the way, I'm out here by this place called Game Quest. And I saw the pictures and they look really cool. So let's go inside and check it out. It's in Amarillo. So I think this is like the only retro game store per se. But let's go in and check it out. Because you see like Wii, you see PlayStation stuff over here. But still, it's kind of cool. Sorry about the noise, y'all. Like, no joke, just walking in there, I'm just going, oh my God. And did I buy anything? I unfortunately did not. But the store was so freaking awesome. I did get the chance to play Soul Calibur with one of the people working there. I got my butt whooped. However, it was an 8v8, but I managed to beat three of his 8 members. So that was a good thing. And that means I can improve better next time. Let me tell y'all something. Road trips are fun and everything along the way, right? But when you go out and you see literally nothing but just you just see fields and that's it that's when you might lose your mind a little bit, okay? And that's what happened because I was driving from Amarillo all the way to Midland. That's a 3.5 hour drive, almost 4 hours, but that was a long drive, y'all. And I was just like, oh my God. But I will say that once I hit Midland, there was a store that was so freaking cool, y'all. I would love to go back out there. I might fly out there, but I would love to go back out to the store. And that store, it was called GameStar Galaxy. You guys, this store was just truly awe-inspiring. And let me tell y'all, the people that were working there were truly, truly cool and so much more. All right, you guys, so I am out on a break, but I am right outside GameStar Galaxy. If you can see it right there. Also, sorry about the whole, if it looks blurred, like bright and whatnot, but still, I'm out here and I'm finna go inside, see what they got, and maybe grab something. If not, it'll still be a cool place to check out. So here we go. That is definitely true. You got it. Now, even though this store looks a little bit small, they had so many rarity items in there that I almost had a heart attack. Like 2 years ago, I was in the hospital because of a heart condition and so much more. But the people that were working there, they showed me so many great things. So the people who were there were Braxton, Denny, and Natalie. And Denny was showing me so many epic things, like a signed Xbox by Bill Gates, a Mountain Dew Xbox, a golden GameCube. Like, I am getting pictures taken along with this. So like, I'm getting picture taken with like the golden GameCube. Natalie was showing me a Panasonic reel. They showed me a God of War edition. They even showed me a Lantern Xbox. Like, you know, when Ryan Reynolds played the Green Lantern? Yeah, they had that. What in the world?
Yeah, everything else console-wise that's super insane we have off-site currently.
Okay, man, I was like, what in the world? Again, if he came in here, he saw this, he would freak the fuck out. Yeah, I was like, where did y'all get this from? He just kept showing me things from a guy named Ed Log, who, if you look at the card, I'll put the photo up, but if you look at the card, it's really cool. And then they had a drawing of Pong, like before it became like out and everything so much more. And the piece de resistance, I'm not even gonna lie, was the PSX. I've read so many things and seen like drawings of it that I never expected to even get my hands on a PSX. And lo and behold, they had one.
Now you can say you've seen it in person.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Doug likes to do that where it's like, oh, this legendary item.
Oh,
Here it is.
So this one came from Tokyo, from a music studio, which is why it has the brackets on there.
okay.
We do also have, it is not in store, we actually have one that is still in the original box with the original packaging.
I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm just like, that is crazy though. What are y'all doing on this guy? What are y'all?
So he will most likely also be going into the Museum Foundation,
Okay.
unless someone gives us an offer that we just can't refuse.
My mind was just exploded by seeing that. Like, seriously, I don't know how many times seeing that and getting the chance to hold it. And then they also had this Atari game for Halo. I think it was like Halo 2600. I'm just going, how y'all not in Dallas? But at the same time, it was a really cool store. And I managed to find 2 games out there. So I went out there. I traded 4 games. So basically, let me get backstory. Whenever I'm traveling or something, I'm always going to be taking some games that I have extra up. And I'm going to use it for trades to games that I don't have in my collection or anything else on the way. And I traded in my games. I traded in 4 games. And the 2 games I got from them was truly great. I managed to grab, did not expect it because of the store credit, I managed to grab Skies of Arcadia. And you guys, this game, it is complete. It is pristine. And I am just in awe and so much more. And then along with that, I found Tenchi for the the first PlayStation and so much more. You guys, if you ever in Midland, y'all go check them out, okay? Natalie, Braxton, Denny, you guys were just truly great people there. And then I think his name was Doug. I think he came in and out, the owner. He was a real cool guy too. But yeah, if you guys are ever in Midland, I know there's not much out there, but y'all should definitely go check them out, okay? Before I end the video, I've got 2 things for you guys. The first thing is, keep a lookout for my next 2 to 3 videos, I want to say, because I'm going to be traveling again. But this time, I'm not traveling out of town. I'm actually going to be traveling out of state. So I am asked to travel from Texas all the way to Tennessee. So I know I did my voice went weird. So basically, I'll be traveling through Arkansas and I'm going to Tennessee for work and everything along the way. So I'm not only going to be using my phone to record, I'm also finally going to be able to use this guy. So I cannot wait for that. And it's truly going to be something truly epic, I will say. It's going to be a banger. The second thing is, I got a package. So if you guys watched my last video, thank you so much. It means a lot. You guys know I was talking about how the PS2 had a lot of trilogy games like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and then I got the Sly Cooper trilogy. Well, I talked about a certain Tasmanian tiger, and lo and behold, I went onto eBay, found this deal, and I was like, buy it now. And that was basically Ty the Tasmanian tiger. I got all 3 of them. I got 1, 2, and 3. I am currently now playing number 2 because I've already played the first one. But you guys, this game is truly, truly great. The graphics, of course, you know, they're going to be old school. But at the same time, I am loving it. It's so much more. So you guys, let me know in the comment section below which store was your favorite, you know, that was cool to see. And if you are in those areas, which store is your favorite to go to? You know, do you like going to, if you're in Lubbock, do you like going to 806, or do you like going to Fountain Gaming? If you're in Midland, how cool is GameStar Galaxy? So much more. Just let me know anything along the way. Heck, even let me know if there's any game stores you want me to check in Arkansas or Tennessee. So that'd be cool. But with that being said, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, let people know I am out here doing these videos because I love having fun and I love to meet everyone out there along the way. All right. You guys mean a lot to me. These videos are truly fun for me to do and so much more. And I'm trying to get at least 500 subscribers before the summer if possible. But yeah, let people know I'm out here doing these kind of videos. All right. And I will see you guys next time. But until then, I love you guys. Peace out.